Hello and welcome back to Cooling Down on the Birds Broadcast Network. I'm your host, Sammy Miller, alongside your broadcasters, Ian Nicholas and Dylan Pescatore. And we have another walk-off at Eldridge Park. It was game 2 of the doubleheader against the Chatham A's, and the Firebirds got it done 4-3, a sac fly walk-off by none other than Owen Carpelotti. Now, Dylan, usually I ask you, take me through the 9th inning. Well, it's a doubleheader, so we only have 7, so take me through that 7th inning.
I'll take you through the 7th. One out, Eddie Micheletti Jr., who had 3 singles already on the day, gets a double down the right field line right behind us. He gets on second base. Pinch run by Jake Casey, gets a little speed on the bases. Then Fenwick Trimble, who had a really good at-bat, 2 strikes, puts the ball in play to the right side. Grunzelanek, the second baseman, had to go a long way to get that ball. He committed an error. Casey on third base with 1 out. And then Carpelotti, who swung and missed at 2 fastballs in the at-bat, shortened up, got the ball in play to the outfield, and that was game.
Once again, had the chills. It was crazy. Everyone rushed to first base. And we also have to talk about the offense in game 2. In game 1, Joe Yama had his first home run of the summer. He said, let me do it again. He had another home run, and Eddie Micheletti was killing it with his very timely hits. What'd you see from those two tonight?
Well, those two were epic. I mean, Joe Yama at the top of this order has been one of the best players in the league all summer long, and I think he was at his best during this doubleheader today. I mean, he didn't even need the home runs to be one of the best players in the league. Now 2 solo shots, but also 2 doubles. An extra base hit machine. He might not look like it, but the guy can swing the ball hard. He's got unbelievable speed. And Eddie Micheletti with his best game of the summer, 4 for 4, and I don't know which hit was better. The 2-run single to give Orleans the lead in the middle of the game, or the double to right field to set the tone, and eventually it brought home the game-winning run represented by Jake Casey. Those two so steady throughout the summer, such great command of his strike zone. They are very rarely striking out, always putting the ball in play, and when you do, usually good things happen, and great things happen tonight because of it.
And how about the pitching? The pitching was phenomenal. Grayson Carter started things out hot. He went 3 1/3 innings, didn't allow a single hit, a single run, and had 6 Ks. What'd you see from him and the 2 others tonight as well?
I think Grayson Carter was much needed and had a big performance because this team, it looked like they lacked a little energy after game 1. Like I asked Eddie Micheletti in the postgame, how big was Grayson Carter for the energy in the dugout? He was huge. He was coming out, pumping strikes, pumping high 90 fastballs. He was good with the changeup and the slider as well. Got a few backwards Ks with those. Other pitching performances I really liked. Matthew Watson had a big game today, and he only got 1 out. So he came in, bases loaded in the 7th, or the 6th, I should say. I'm in the 9-inning clock. In the 6th, bases loaded, 2 outs, gets out of the inning, keeps the game tied, which allowed the Firebirds to walk the game off.
And for a lot of these players, this was one of their first doubleheaders in their entire career. So it was all over the place, but they were able to get it done when it mattered most. Ian, how big is it to get this win tonight?
Yeah, it won't be the last doubleheader. We're going to do this thing again from Veterans Field in a week's time. This is big. You always want to win the second leg of a doubleheader because now you can go into this one-day all-star break feeling good about where you're at, knowing that you're not on a 3-game skid, knowing that you still got some fight in this team. It was not a perfect game tonight. There were errors defensively. There were runs and leads given up. But just like this team has done all year, they find a way at the end of a game to get it done. 3rd walk-off on the year. These are always emotional highs. Can they rebound Sunday, Monday against the best team in the East Division in YD? It's big to head into that little series, Sunday, Monday action, with this win. Because if you want to eventually overtake them in the East, you're not that far away. You're going to need to win at least one of those 2 games.
And like Ian said, tomorrow is the big all-star game. We have a few players from the Firebirds that will be representing the East, but then we'll be back here at Eldridge Park on Sunday. We'll see you guys there.